we've done a rather silly thing and pitched the tent in a little depression, and it's rained and we're in a big puddle. It's starting to come through the bottom of the tent, unfortunately. So it's only 10 p.m. now, so I think we're probably going to have to move the tent. So so we moved the tent in the middle of the night, pitch dark, pouring rain. The whole inside of the inner tent was soaking wet. We got soaking wet, we pitched it here next, which worked a treat. No more water was coming in. It wasn't waterlogged. We weren't pitched in a puddle. Luckily, we managed to keep all of our down gear dry, our down coats and our down sleeping bags. So once we'd sort of mopped up the water that was inside the tent and wringed it out outside, we managed to actually get some sleep. We noticed quite early. It was lucky we did notice that early, and our stuff didn't get too wet. But that's sort of worst case scenario. I guess tent blowing away is your worst case scenario. Sort of second worst case scenario is waking up in a big puddle of water. But I think we managed it pretty well. So today is Chandler, which is up there. Hopefully there is some river crossings. There's this river down here which we have to cross a couple of times, and the chap that's in this tent here says it's sort of ankle deep. But he came to us this morning and was giving us some, I'm not sure what he was trying to say. He was sort of pointing at our tent and pointing up at the pass. So I'm wondering if he thinks that we should be camping on the pass because the river's going to be a bit higher because of the rain last night. I'm not entirely sure. So we're gonna just charge on, and we've got some extra food from him. So we'll see what happens. Cross fingers. Hopefully we can get to Dho Tarap today. Wow, today was hard, really hard. I'm not entirely sure if it was because we haven't had a rest day in so long, or just that it was hard. It was uphill all the way, and there was very little path to follow. It was only in the second half that we really had much of a path. The first half was bashing our way up this river valley and we managed to avoid getting our feet wet, but it was some really perilous hops from rock to rock, and then plenty of kind of bushwhacking through this tough undergrowth until we found a better path, and that led us all the way here. And this is it. This is Chandler, 5,300 and what is it? 5,340 meters. It's definitely we don't have that much of a view. It's pretty misty up here, but we've had some beautiful views earlier on of the mountain that we walked around a couple of days ago, and looking from this side, it doesn't look particularly picturesque. I bet we could see some beautiful mountains behind that cloud there if we could see through it. But yeah, this is Chandler, and we've still got a long way to go before we get to Dho Tarap. A good 12 kilometers, and yeah, we've been told that there's a river crossing that we might need to wade across up to our waists. So that's I really hope that that doesn't cause a problem. The amount of rain we had yesterday means that could be deeper, so a bit worried about that. But yeah, hard day today. Well, the trek down from the pass was pretty easy. Certainly a lot easier than the trek up to the pass. There was a path that we could follow all the way, and there was 3 river crossings that we had been warned would be potentially dangerous, but they weren't at all. There were 2 of them we just hopped across rocks, and the other one we put our river crossing shoes in, and it was no more than 6 inches deep. So that was good. And now we're in Dho Tarap, which is a nice little place. Beautiful, beautiful scenery. Mathi said it looks just like paradise with these green fields and rivers and things. It's beautiful. But very basic architecture of the town, and we were thinking we were going to be in some kind of a homestay, a really basic guest house, but we found this really nice hotel here, which has got nice rooms and clean rooms and things. Not much food on the menu. It's just Dolpa, but we'll survive with that, I think, and hopefully we'll be able to find a shop that'll sell us some noodles. We've got no food left and 3 days until our next resupply, so that'll be on the we'll try and do that tomorrow.